Leisure Time College Game Day, America's premier portrait mode college football pregame show. Week 9. With your hosts, Matt, Mr. SeaWorld Live, and Professor Leisure.
You're the only 10 I see.
Even though I hate the Gators.
Live from the Cake Bake Shop at Disney's Boardwalk and live from Universal Studios Beijing. That's right, week 9 of Leisure Time Game Day, America's premier portrait mode college football pregame show. And we're here, obviously, in front of the brand new Cake Bake Shop here at Disney's Boardwalk, because nothing goes better with football than fancy cakes and overpriced drinks and stuff. So here we go. Let's get to the picks.
Hey Dan, I am here live at the Kung Fu Panda land of awesomeness, picking Oklahoma versus Ole Miss. Now, the lane train's been off the tracks here for a couple of weeks, but Oklahoma, I don't think they have enough to pull it off. I'm picking the lane train for the win. I think they're going to have an awesome victory over the Sooners. Let's go.
Oklahoma and Ole Miss. I'm trying to think who would do better in an environment like the Cake Bake Shop. And it's definitely the Lane Train. Lane Kiffin's been doing a lot of these get ready videos with his college-age daughter. So he knows about this kind of stuff, this fancy schmancy cakes and stuff. So I think Lane Train and Ole Miss in this environment of the Cake Bake Shop can't be beat. So Lane Train and Ole Miss win.
All right, Dan, I'm here live at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Beijing, picking BYU versus UCF. Now, I can tell you who's not a wizard, Gus Malzahn, because he's had no magic for the UCF Knights these last couple of weeks. I think BYU wins this one. The Cougs for the win. Let's go.
All right, we're here at the Skyliner station right here at International Gateway, just outside French. Perfect spot for UCF and BYU. Now, UCF, we came into this season with high hopes, as high as the Skyliner, but have been cut down pretty tough over the last few weeks. But we're bringing back the gold helmets, baby. Homecoming for UCF as BYU comes into town riding high. It's time. UCF wins, beats BYU at home for homecoming. And I'm going homecoming into Epcot right now. So let's go, Knights. Charge on.
Hey, Dan, I am here live at Jurassic World picking Mizzou versus Alabama. Now, there's something about Alabama that reminds you of Jurassic World. Oh, yeah, extinction. Alabama's going extinct. They've already lost 2 this year. That program's going downhill. Mizzou, different story. It's a great day to be a Tiger. I got Missouri. Let's go.
Mizzou and Alabama here from Rose and Crown at Epcot. You got Alabama just not quite where we've been in the past. You've got Mizzou trying to make a name for themselves. This is a tough one. But if anybody's going to win here at the Rose and Crown, it's not going to be Alabama. So we're going to go with Mizzou and a great day to be a Tiger here at the Rose and Crown. Cheers, mate.
I am here live at Isla Nublar, picking West Virginia versus Arizona. And I think this week I have to go with, once again, take me home to the place where I belong, West Virginia. Let's go.
I'm now in the pavilion that represents the great country of Japan. And it feels like almost heaven. I mean, you know what else is almost heaven? West Virginia versus Arizona. And I don't think there's any chance that Arizona is going to keep it rolling against the mighty Mountaineers, especially with UCF rolling up with me in tow up to Morgantown in a few weeks. So West Virginia's going to keep it rolling. almost heaven, just like Japan, and beats Arizona. Go Mountaineers.
Hey Dan, I'm here at Minions Land at Super Silly Funland, which happens to be another name for FSU. That's right, picking FSU versus Miami. Miami, even though I think they're the biggest frauds in the country, FSU is just flat out terrible. They're super silly, so I'm picking Miami. Unfortunately, for the win, let's go.
Made our way to the America Pavilion. And you know what used to be the biggest rivalry in all of America? Miami and Florida State. Every year it determined who was going to the national championship. Hasn't been that way in a while. Florida State wants to bring it back. Miami's there for the moment. We're going to find out for how long though. And I think Florida State is ready to knock them down a notch. So I'm going to go out on a limb and go with the mighty Noles. Florida State beats Miami and brings back the rivalry back to the 90s.
Even though I'm all the way in Beijing, we still celebrate spooky season here. And I am here live at the Jack's Carna Evil, where I'm gonna pick LSU versus Texas A&M. LSU coming off a big win. Texas A&M, hey, they've got one loss, they're up and coming, but Brian Kelly and his southern accent, too scary, too much for those Aggies. I'm picking LSU for the win. It's a great day to be a Tag.
Okay, we've made it to Italy, and we've got LSU and Brian Kelly's southern accent and Texas A&M. Now, Texas A&M has been celebrating a loss by Texas, but by another school. They got their focus completely elsewhere on trashing Texas's loss when they had nothing to do with. And I'm here in, I believe, what would be called Southern Italy. And there's nothing more Southern than Brian Kelly's Southern accent. LSU is gonna beat Texas A&M with his Southern accent in Southern Italy. Go Tigers. It's a great day to be a Tiger in Southern Italy. Here in the China Pavilion, we have Wisconsin and Penn State. Now, I've always been one to pick Wisconsin, and I felt very confident about that, but I'm starting to turn away from Wisconsin, and this week is no different. Penn State is going to beat Wisconsin. So, big win for Penn State here in China.
All right, Dan, I'm here live at the Universal Majestic Theater, which houses the Untrainable show that's coming to Epic Universe next year. You know what else is coming? Colorado. Cincinnati versus Colorado. Colorado, you know what they say, they coming. I got the Buffs for the win over Cincinnati. Let's go.
Well, we made it all the way from the cake bake shop all the way to Mexico, and it's time to ask the question, who's going to climb this pyramid? Are it those frauds from Cincinnati or the mighty Colorado Buffaloes? I think when you put pen to paper, you're going to realize that Colorado is by far the more legitimate team. Cincinnati snuck by, they've gotten lucky on a few calls and a few things here and there. But Colorado's legit. So Travis Hunter and crew, enjoy your climb to the top of this pyramid. Cincinnati, enjoy your chili.